Hello, beautiful soul family. I am driving, so I'm going to talk while I drive and Anyways, so, big thing that just came through is that we all can do a certain amount of self-mastery on our own, without a mentor, without others. We can live the independent life and walk our own path and kind of isolate ourselves from other people. However, there's only a certain level of growth that you will get to walking by yourself. Just something that just came through to me, because I said to one of my friends that I'm actively working with a yogi to help with my anxiety and just all the things and all the emotions that I'm going through. And as I'm speaking right now, there is a truck in front of me with 11-2-2-2-2. Anyways, I am working with a yogi to help me anchor in all this wisdom that I have inside of me, that, to actually embody it, to learn how to actually step out of that comfort zone and, embrace life. Because the thing is, guys, the more we resist, the more it persists. And from what I've been gathering, as you're on the spiritual awakening, my first spiritual awakening, it was rough, and now I feel like I'm going through the second layer of spiritual awakening, and it's asking me to step out of my comfort zone. It's asking me to start to really embody the wisdom that I have grounded in, to really anchor it in, to really solidify it into this reality, into this realm. So with that being said, I've decided to work with a yogi. But I told my friend this, and my friend came back with this reply of, I've done it on my own, and da-da-da-da-da. And I was just contemplating that, and I was just like, yes. But the thing is that we are all mirrors of each other. 2-2-2-2. We're all mirrors of each other. And we can only reach a certain level of awareness, of growth, by isolating ourselves. And in a way, this is like a protective shield of I don't want to let other people in because it's not safe, right? And when we start to open our hearts and open our minds up to the fact that, there are others that have walked this path that, or just not even walk this path, but just every human being and every interaction, including me, is a mirror. And we're all here to teach each other something. And so the more that we isolate ourselves and the more that we separate ourselves from other humans and other beings, the more we limit our growth and limit our expansion. And the reason I say that is because this life is a cooperation, it's a collaboration, and we cannot exist without the other. We are all one. We are all part of the same organism. We just don't see it, 333. We just don't see it, but we are all part of the same fucking organism. We are all one, and it's there's this magic that happens when we start to weave with each other, when we start to let each other in, and when we start to follow our heart, follow our intuition, follow our guidance, and really tap in, tune in, and connect with other humans that are on the path too. And even humans that aren't on the path. Like I said, every single human is a mirror. Every single human. But when you have someone who is walking the path, that's already walked a little bit farther along the path, again, 333, I just keep seeing these angel numbers as I'm talking, and it's just confirmation. Anyways, sorry, I digress. But coming back into alignment, I forget where I was going with that. I'm just angel numbers, ADHD. Nah, instead of saying ADHD and all that and anxiety and bipolar disorder, let's start using different terminology. Let's put a different script on this. So anyways, this is where I was going with this. If you stick around long enough, you'll get the gist of it. I'll circle back around and it will make sense. So when we start to like work with people like yogis and other gurus, people that have gone and walked the path and are a little bit further down, have awakened, are doing the damn thing, when you start to call in that mentor, this is where it becomes so important, because these people have done the work. They've cleared the glass so that they are more of a clear reflection of who you are, if that makes sense. And it helps you awaken faster to who you are, because their mirror is more clear because they've done the work. And they've gone through that awakening. And as we awaken, it's like layers, you know, and I like to see it as like a spiral staircase. And as you awaken, you go up each staircase. And so, you know, the first level, you know, you go up the first staircase and you feel like you're circling around and going through the same song and dance, and this is how consciousness works, guys. But we are given an opportunity at that point in time to choose a different pathway, or to choose the same path. So with that being said, these people have a higher level of awareness. They've gone through these situations and they can see from a broader perspective. They're at the top of that spiral staircase, or they're a lot farther up than we are. So they see a lot farther than we do. But that's what makes it so great, and that's what makes the mirror so much more clear, and that's what makes calling in a mentor so powerful. As you're on your spiritual journey, as you're awakening, because you can feel like you're going insane. You literally have to lose your mind to find yourself. And if you don't have someone who has already gone through the experience, it can be scary as fuck, and you think that you're alone, you think that you're going crazy. You might even end up committing yourself, because I was like this close to committing myself, even though I know the fucking truth. Even though I already know the truth. I was this close, because I have literally let my mind and my mind's narrative become my truth, instead of anchoring into my heart what my heart knows. And that is the power of our minds. Our minds are so fucking powerful, we can drive ourselves fucking crazy. But let's not, guys, let's not. And if you have the ability to call in a mentor, which we all do, guys, because guess what? Guess what? You might think that you need to spend money to get a mentor, but all you need to do is just put it out there to the universe. Put your intention out there. Say that prayer. Okay? Say that prayer. And I'll tell you right now, someone will show up. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. And it's not that like anyone's better than anyone else, or higher up than anyone else, or more awakened or more evolved than anyone else. It's just like someone has walked the path and experienced what you've gone through. And, you know, maybe you called this video in. Shit, if you're watching this video right now, you did call it in. You did call it in, because that is my intention. My intention when I create these videos is very intentional, is to get to those people that need to hear my message. And I know when I have these like great aha moments and I feel called to make these videos, that it's for a fucking reason. And so with that being said, I hope that you have received the medicine of this video, and that you have gotten some guidance, wisdom, juiciness out of it. For I have walked the spiral staircase, and I continue to walk the spiral staircase, and the more that I walk it, the more I realize I know nothing. We are all walking each other home. As Ram Dass beautifully said, we are all walking each other home. And if we don't walk with each other and we walk in isolation, we are limiting our expansion, we are limiting our magic, we are limiting the beauty of life, of the interconnectedness, of the connection. And that's what life's all about. I love you. Have a fabulous day. Call in that mentor. Call in that best friend. Call in that video that speaks to your soul, like this one right here. like, subscribe, and make sure you follow for more, because I'm always posting these kinds of things as they come through. And as I'm opening up to trust more, I'm letting go of the narrative in my mind and following my heart, and I'm feeling really called to keep sharing this path. So, sending you so much love.